Together, let's keep the Francophone community strong, welcoming, and focused on the future.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have been following Express Entry news lately, you have probably seen headlines like Canada invites 6,000 candidates in French language category draw. And you might be wondering, what exactly is this draw? Why is Canada focusing on French speakers and how can you qualify for it? Well, in this video, I'll explain everything you need to know about the French language category draw, what it is, how it works, who qualifies, and why it's such a big opportunity for PR hopefuls. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive right in. Normally, Canada's Express Entry system invites people based on their CRS score. That's your total point for things like age, education, work experience, language skills, and other factors. But in 2023, IRCC introduced something new called category-based selection draws. These are special draws that don't just focus on CRS scores. Instead, they target people with specific skills or attributes that Canada really needs. The categories established in 2023 were French language proficiency, healthcare occupations, science, technology, engineering and math, STEM occupations, trade occupations, transport occupations, and agriculture and agri-food occupations. These categories were remained same in 2024 and current categories in 2025. There are few changes, but French language proficiency still remains there. The French language category has always been present and is expected to remain so. If you have strong French skills, you can be invited even if your CRS score is much lower than the general draws. Now let's talk about why this category exists. Canada is officially a bilingual country. English and French are both official languages here in Canada, but outside of Quebec, French-speaking populations are much smaller. To keep those Francophone communities growing, Canada wants to attract more French-speaking immigrants to provinces like Ontario, Manitoba, and New Brunswick. So the French language category draw is part of Canada's plan to boost the number of Francophone newcomers across the country, not just in Quebec. In short, if you speak French, Canada wants you. Here is how it works, step by step. The first step is to create an Express Entry profile. Just like everybody else, you can create your Express Entry profile if you are eligible under one of the three categories in Express Entry. Those are Federal Skilled Worker FSW, Canadian Experience Class CEC, or Federal Skilled Trade FST. If you don't know what these are, you can check out my previous video. The second step is take a French test, either TEF Canada or TCEF Canada, and include your results in your Express Entry profile. Third step, if your French score meets the minimum requirement, which we will be covering next, IRCC automatically considers you for French language category draws. And the fourth stage, when IRCC holds this draw, it filters all the candidates who meet the French proficiency level and then invites the top ranked ones. So let's look at an example here. Say Amira has a CRS score of 432, but she got CLB7 in all French skills on TEF Canada. So normally general draws might be above 500 points. Even recent CEC draw was like 533, so she wouldn't get an invite on that. But when IRCC holds a French language category draw, she becomes eligible and receives an invitation to apply, despite her lower CRS, as recent draw was at 416 for French language category. That's the real power of this category. Language can outweigh score. Okay, so who can qualify? To be eligible under this category, you need to have valid test results from TEF Canada or TCF Canada. The score should be at least CLB7 or higher in all four abilities: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And have an Express Entry profile under one of the main programs that are FSW, CEC, and FST. And finally, meet general express entry criteria, like having eligible work experience and education. That's it. You don't need to have a job offer, you don't need to live in Quebec, and your occupation doesn't need to be in demand. The only key factor here is your French proficiency. Now let's talk about how to actually prepare if you want to qualify for this draw. The first stage is to choose the right test. You can take TEF Canada or TCF Canada. Both are accepted. Make sure you register for the version meant for immigration, not academics. The second stage is aim for CLB7 or above. That's roughly equivalent to B2 level in European standards. You'll need consistent practice in listening and writing, as those two sections are very hard, as many candidates claimed. Combine English and French. If you already have high English score like CLB 9 or 10, adding French can boost your CRS by up to 50 extra points, and that's huge. Next one, practice daily. Utilize free apps like Duolingo, TV5 Monde, or BBC French to enhance your vocabulary and pronunciation. And remember, you don't need to be fluent, just strong enough to meet CLB 7, which is very achievable with dedication. People claim it usually takes 1 year to reach that level, but there are examples of people who achieved CLB 7 before that 1 year mark. Alright, let's wrap this up with key takeaways. The French language category is one of the 6 special express entry draws. You need CLB 7 or higher in French on TEF or TCF Canada. You will be invited with a lower CRS score compared to general draws. It's open to all express entry programs, FSW, CEC, and FST. Learning French is a powerful shortcut to PR. So, if you are serious about immigrating to Canada and you are looking for a smart way to stand out, start learning French today. It's more than just a language. It's your ticket to permanent residency faster. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Canadian immigration guides like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye. Take care.